Everybody, this is Lee, and I've been taking another look at my atlas, my road atlas, just to make extra sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. And I did that because I wanted to, again, stress that what happens in North Dakota and South Dakota at the Missouri River, where Energy Transfer Partners, a company out of Texas, has decided that it would use law enforcement in order to force a pipeline into the Missouri River and underneath the Missouri River and through the Missouri River in order to complete that pipeline into Iowa. These pipelines do break. They are breaking. It's not a matter of if they break. They always do break. There's been breaking of pipelines all this year in various states around the United States. And so the reason why it was moved from Bismarck is because they didn't want to contaminate the water source of the capital city. And so it was relocated to the Sioux area of North Dakota with plans to run it into the river, this pipeline. The thing is, like I said, the pipelines do break, are breaking, and will break. And that's why there's many people up there protesting, because you cannot drink water poisoned by oil. You can't drink water poisoned by lead in Michigan. You certainly cannot drink oil. You will die. That water will become contaminated and unusable. The Missouri River is a water source for about 18 million people. However, the Missouri River actually runs into the Mississippi River as well. So whatever is put into the water in North Dakota and South Dakota, whatever goes into that water flows down the Missouri River, and it flows into the Mississippi River, and then it flows all the way down to the Gulf, poisoning everything and everyone along the way, rendering it unusable. And that's a water source for not just the Sioux Nation, but everyone downstream from Sioux Nation, along the Missouri River and the Mississippi River. And so I want to make sure that everyone realizes that it's not a one culture issue. It affects everyone who drinks water, which is all of us, and who uses it for various means, whether it's fishing, whether it's for crops, for transportation, whatever it's used for, it will be contaminated and unusable for public use. And so we need to really, really look closely at what Energy Transfer Partners is trying to do and the reasons why people are trying to prevent that. They want to protect their water. Otherwise, many states will become Flint, Michigan. So again, I'm looking once more at my atlas. I've got it right in front of me. And I don't know if it'll show up on screen too well. But again, it's about near Cannonball, North Dakota, the Missouri River, the crossing. And so that's where majority of the protesting is taking place, in that area, that region. And there's been supporting protests in other regions as well, in Iowa. But everyone along the Missouri River and Mississippi River water routes really need to understand that what happens in North Dakota affects everyone. And this is along the Missouri River. And so the Missouri River runs through Omaha, Nebraska. And that's a red state, isn't it? So it's a red state issue. North Dakota, South Dakota, Omaha, Nebraska, that's your water, which is on the edge of Iowa, another red state. And then the Missouri River flows down to the border of Kansas and Missouri, red states. At Kansas City, the Missouri River goes east into Missouri, the state of Missouri, and then it crosses through St. Louis, Missouri, red state, and then it meets the Mississippi River. And then anything that goes into that water keeps flowing down The Mississippi River goes past Memphis, Tennessee. It also touches the border of Arkansas, red state. It goes south past Mississippi, Greenville, everything along the Mississippi River route. It goes down past Louisiana and then flows through New Orleans into the Gulf. Red state. So, it's, it's not a conservative or liberal issue. It's a do you drink water issue. And that's all of us. So, but I wanted to emphasize that the problem is actually a red state problem. This is who is directly affected. It touches the outer edge of Illinois, and basically that's the only blue state, but every other state that this water will touch, will affect directly, is a red state. And so I'm just saying that, there's decisions being made on your behalf in North Dakota by Energy Transfer Partners, by the Obama administration. Pay attention. It's really not a partisan issue, but there are partisans trying to make decisions about it. But again, for us, away from Washington, D.C., who might be in this region, it's a good idea to not lose sight of what's important. And water is life. We cannot live without it. We certainly cannot drink it if it has oil in it. And so, when there's a company that comes by and insists that they're going to run a pipeline through the water, and that water flows through most of the United States along a red state pathline, those who are living in those states really should consider if this is a good idea, and might want to speak up on behalf of those who are making efforts to protect everyone downstream. Or if that's not what you want to do, directly contact your representatives, your congressmen, your senators, Washington, D.C. directly, Trump campaign, since it's going to be their problem really soon, and make some effort to protect yourselves from what these corporations are trying to do. Sometimes there are some things that money cannot buy. There are times when a job is not a job. When you hurt other people with your job, a job is not a job. It's something else entirely. Definitely something to consider, and I hope you do.